It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get your skate every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
All right, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Hello. Happy Tuesday, y'all.
Taco Tuesday.
Yep, could be, no doubt.
Tequila Tuesday. It was in here.
Had a little bit of that today. That's good. I just love seeing everybody enjoying the tequila so much. It's nice.
Denny's was like, it wasn't so bad that I lost.
Yeah.
Once the burn subsided from the lime juice in the eye and the salt in the nose, he enjoyed the buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Suit said the same thing. He's like, I don't think it's really a punishment anymore. He said, started getting Jurassic arms.
He did. He was loving it. Yeah.
You went over there and dipped your toe in the tequila pool. How was
I
it?
tried a little bit of it. It does burn the heart a bit. It's a different feel than a whiskey.
I'll tell you what you do with the tequila, and here's my little secret how I drink it, is I put some lime juice in it. And so that's why I got the combination. So I'll put maybe 2 to 3 little squirts of lime juice and a little bit of tequila, and it kind of takes away a little bit of that burn. It's a lot smoother, and it burns clean. It's good stuff.
I know you take it neat because you're fancy now.
Yep.
But I like it chilled. I put it in a shaker with the lime juice fresh squeezed and the tequila blanco.
Yep.
And then I shake it. And I love it like that. It
it's
is
so good.
Delicious.
Yeah, there's something about it. I don't know if it's just where I am or what's going on, but I swear, at least for my body, it burns about the cleanest. I can feel alcohol when it's coursing through my veins and how my body likes it and burns it off. And tequila burns clean, and then when it's gone, it's nice. I don't wake up the next day feeling like, oh man, I drank too much, or I feel terrible from it. I can drink just a little bit of White Claw and I feel terrible.
White Claw for me burns like mistakes and regret.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
I'm gonna wake up and go, what the hell did I do?
They got so many of those type of drinks out now where they're all something in a can.
Yeah, you gotta look at, because there's a lot of the canned cocktails, and that I'm okay with if it's a vodka or they have the tequila can. So some of those are okay. But anything you've got to watch. There was something the other day. Yeah, you're talking about somebody had sent in the Mountain Dew. Has a hard Mountain Dew. And I'm sure that's most likely, I would say, that's a malt liquor.
That's going to be headache. Oh.
And that's what that stuff is. A malt liquor does not burn well in my body.
I used to drink that Strawberry Hill Boone's Farm. Man, did I love it. It was $2.99 for about 19 gallons of it. And boy, does that shit give you the kind of malt liquor hangover you do not want.
Yeah.
Terrible hangover.
Oh.
Somebody else said, yeah, Kevin, get the key lime juice. It's much better than the green bottle stuff. Okay. All right, I'll look into that. And then I add a little stevia, and voila, skinny margaritas.
Wow.
Yeah, that's smart. Absolutely, yeah.
That's how you stay a hot bitch.
Yeah.
That's how you stay a hot bitch.
It's one of my favorites there.
What?
It's just weird to hear you say that. That's how I say a hot bitch.
No, Kevin, that's how he stays a hot bitch.
Oh, I thought you were talking about yourself.
No, I wouldn't say about myself. I'm saying that's how he stays a hot bitch.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
He is a hot bitch.
That's how you stay skinny and be able to drink.
Yeah, that is the one thing. The alcohol typically is not kind if you're trying to lose weight.
The mixers, that's what'll get you.
Or them beers tasting like dessert in a can, thick.
Yeah, they do. They pack it on them craft beers. Look out. So the Florida Panthers took a win last night, and this kid is becoming a star. 8-year-old Kyle Rosen. There he is, shirtless, flexing behind the Edmonton Oilers coach on ESPN ABC. And I saw an interview they did with him on Local 10. His dad had said that he's been to like 100 Panthers games. They're sitting right behind the Oilers bench. And then I saw that it was wheels up for him to go, I believe, to Edmonton to see the games. And he was climbing up into a private jet. So Daddy must have a little money. And he lives in Parkland. So
Wow.
yeah, so.
Is Parkland considered rich?
Parkland's pretty rich.
Okay.
Yeah. They got some money around there.
Yeah.
Nice little area. Oh, that's where Suits is from. Parkland.
He ain't rich no more.
Once upon a time.
Suits is laughing at that joke, y'all. We're friends. We can make jokes.
Yeah, one of the big topics that came up today was DeSantis announcing in Hialeah yesterday about pay increase for teachers as the state of Florida ranks 50th in the nation for teacher salaries. And there is a shortage of teachers. In fact, it's getting to the point where there's some enrollment that has been dipping off, especially in Broward County. They're talking about closing some schools because, they got that deal now with charter schools and private schools.
Yes.
You can do that voucher program. And so people are taking advantage of it. So some of the public schools are just not getting the enrollment that they used to. And that's creating more stress and strain. Liz said, I think teachers working for any public school should be able to treat their position as a donation to the country and should not have to pay taxes. Okay. That's interesting.
Very interesting.
Tax breaks for teachers.
Tax breaks for teachers sounds awesome. They deserve it.
RJ says, too, I agree that teachers need a pay raise, but you always also have to remember that they only have to work 9 months out of the year. They get 2 months off in the summer and a week off for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and spring break. Add in all the paid holidays, that's almost 3 months off. I think those things should be factored in also. I do agree with that, but there are more and more people that really need a full salary. And to me, that just seems like maybe a novel concept that, look, I know in our household, you need as much as you can. I mean, my wife's working this summer. She's a teacher, but she does that summer camp for younger kids. She's got 25 students, just as many as she has during the regular year. And so she's working. She wouldn't have to be right now, but look, motherfuckers need some money. So
And Ralstons know how to spend.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to make. That's just the way it works. So, so she's, working this summer. And I do know that, some teachers, hey, I guess if you can take the luxury, but it's hard to find only a job for 2 or 3 months or get a side hustle.
Yeah, that would be very difficult.
OnlyFans.
But if you're a teacher and you can make money on OnlyFans, you ain't coming back to teach.
No, I'm just kidding.
And then when
That
they
might be why
find
they
your
have a teacher
OnlyFans,
shortage.
they're not going to let you come back to teach.
No, but that's when your OnlyFans blows up. Like, oh, wait, a hot teacher? Wait, what's going on here?
Yeah. That's right. Ashley said, my mom has to Uber all night on her free time and then tutor. And that's the kind of stuff that you have to do.
Yeah, and also, too, can we also, take an account that it's important for teachers to make sure our youth isn't stupid, and that's an important job and gig.
There should be nothing more important.
Nothing more important.
Really.
I mean, it's really a big deal.
Yeah, I can't believe that if you had to prioritize our industries, and it's got to be one of the top that you have up there, obviously, people that take care of you physically, doctors and whatnot, but teachers have got to be way up there. And the fact that we've been a country this long and it's still in shambles, I wouldn't say it's a well-run machine. It's just amazing to me it's still as messed up as it is.
Just the fact that we're at the bottom of the nation. Shouldn't we want to be closer to the top?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're Florida, damn it. It's cool here.
And you're right. People who are in the healthcare field and keeping people healthy is absolutely important. But, if you're a great teacher and you're nailing it and you are really getting kids to learn and become better, that to me is worth something.
Yeah.
That's a high value.
But in comparison, I don't hear of a lot of surgeons that I know that are saying, gosh, man, I can't keep up with the rate of inflation. Yeah, I can't afford to fix my car, man. I don't know of one surgeon that has ever said anything like he may have hard time keeping up his 7th car and his 3rd boat, but not his 1st. All the surgeons I know, they seem to be doing pretty well.
They are. It's a big gap.
Yeah. So,
what, a surgeon and a 3rd grade teacher? Yeah, I wonder who's...
We've taken care of that industry. They're doing all right. So, Lesline, she had a comment about the camp counselor that this mom got fired because he was vaping in front of the kids, and she mentioned it to the camp director. The director said, yeah, that ain't happening. Guy was tossed already. And Leslie said, vaping is not right. There are measures to deter high school, middle school, and elementary students from vaping at all. She's not a jerk, and 56% of KVJ TV said she was for saying something to the camp director that, hey, one of your counselors is out there vaping where the kids can see him.
I hate to break it to the vapors out there. If you're going to vape and there's kids involved, you got to do what everyone else does. You got to hide in a bathroom somewhere and then vape. You can't let if you're in the middle of a camp and you're a counselor and you're vaping where everyone can see you. Don't be surprised if shit don't work out good for you.
Yeah, they're not going to want that.
It's not that hard to understand.
You're an
Yeah.
example. The kids look up to you. It's just a bad role model. I mean, duh.
Well, I just think about when I was working at a baseball camp. If I saw the other counselors vaping in front of the other kids, I'd go, "The fuck you doing?"
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. Well, and the other part of it is that a lot of people who are vaping, it's not tobacco, it's marijuana, it's weed.
Yeah, and you'll never know either one. So just assume people are going to think the worst of it anyway.
And it's a possibility. So you could have counselors that are high. And look, hey, I know that happens. And oh my gosh, can't believe it. And I'm not shocked. I don't even know if I necessarily care. But again, it's just how
it looks
cavalier you are.
Exactly.
Because she was sitting in her car waiting, and she sees this counselor and he's vaping. The other counselor has the kids and they're running around over here. But if a kid turned around and looked, he'd be like, what are they?
Yeah, on a strategy level, I think it's a shitty move. It's not an attack on vapors. It's an attack on where you're vaping and when to do it.
Exactly.
That's what it's about. I don't give a fuck if you vape all damn day. But if you're in the middle of
watching kids,
I mean, what the fuck?
being a role model they look up to.
Yeah.
Still be surprised if it doesn't go your way.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. All right, yeah, the odds on the vaping, I don't know. Angie said I would say it's mostly, I wouldn't say it's mostly weed. Most vaping you see in public is nicotine. My daughter's friends, my daughter's friends, of 5 I know that do it, only 1 does nicotine. The rest of it's marijuana, and they vape everywhere.
You're not going to get the answer anyway. So
Yeah.
just assume people are going to think the worst.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there you go. But yeah, and they're 25, 26-year-old girls. Let me see here. Engineer Keith talking about weed smell. He said, it does really baffle me that people are preemptively complaining about the smell of cannabis ahead of a potential recreational legalization in the state of Florida. Cigarette smell is 1,000 times worse.
Amen.
I don't like the smell of either cannabis nor cigarettes, but really? And to echo what Virginia was saying, I have visited New York City since the legalization of cannabis, and I visited Portland, Oregon since the legalization, and I didn't find myself overwhelmed or knocked on my ass with cannabis smell in either location. I've smelled it on occasion in Florida, maybe 10 times total. If people are really bent out of shape about smell, then I would prefer that they cry about cigarettes because that smell is pungent and terrible. Yeah, it's an odd complaint that they sometimes bring up when they're talking about the vote for recreational marijuana in Florida in November. And that's not one thing I've even thought of even for a second, not even a deterrent. Like, oh my gosh, everywhere I go, I'm going to smell, I'm going to smell weed everywhere I go. I'm not buying into that.
I'm not buying into it either, although
I think it's a fear tactic, and people are saying that to scare everybody, and people are repeating it, and they have no idea that if it's going to smell like that or not.
Yes. Are there going to be moments when you go outside and smell weed? Yes, that's going to happen. Is it going to be constant? I don't know. I don't think so.
I wasn't real optimistic that recreational marijuana was going to pass on the ballot in November, according to a poll that I had seen. But this one's got me thinking a little bit different. It was a Fox News poll of more than 1,000 voters that they surveyed in early June here in Florida about the 2 big amendments that we're going to have on the ballot, 3 and 4. 3 is your recreational weed. 4 is your access to abortion. And 66% were in support of recreational marijuana, according to this poll, and 69% were favorable to accessible abortion. And if you don't know, you have to have 60% of statewide approval for them to pass. So if that was all the voters, they both would pass in Florida.
But a poll is just a guess.
It is,
and
that's
you
what
won't
I'm saying.
know until it's all said and done.
It goes against the last one I saw, but I figured it was probably trending in that direction. But it gives me a little bit of optimism because I thought, recreational marijuana is not going to pass. But
you got to look, too, at who put the poll together and what their agenda is, and if they're trying to make it look like it's going one way or the other. Like everybody's voting yes, just vote yes.
Well,
or
you
everybody's voting no, just vote no.
You have different pollsters that are more reliable. Gallup, Quinnipiac, people like that, they take more value in it, and they do it more often.
So who did this one?
It was Fox News. But what's funny is you would think Fox News would go both of them not passing. If I had to guess, because typically the conservatives and Republicans in the state don't want the recreational marijuana. They definitely don't want the abortion. So the fact that a Fox News poll has both of them passing, that would just be the exact opposite to me.
I just don't trust anything, Kev.
I don't
and
either.
like I said, it's not for anyone to be like, oh, it's over. No, not by any means, but that's one poll, so it might not be as grim as what I had originally thought.
And the other thing, too, is like you were saying, there's so many questions to ask about a poll. How many people were polled? Who was
Where'd you do the poll?
All of that. How old? What's the demographic? Where in the country was it done? There's so many questions to ask, and
It's 1,000 people voting in Florida.
Outside the dispensary.
yeah, exactly. Or is it outside of a church? Like, what is it?
Exactly.
Got Joseph here. He said there's only a few states that will even allow declawing a cat.
Oh, wow.
That was a Am I the Jerk question today. Is one of our KVJ Nationers, his girlfriend wants a cat. He said, okay, 2 options because I've seen what your mom's cats have done to her furniture. Either you get the cats declawed when you get them, or you're going to get new furniture when they tear it up.
Man, that guy sounds like a douche.
Yeah, a lot of people just don't. Declawing's not even a consideration. But Joseph is saying if it's done at a very young age, such as 4 months, like I did for my cat, never bothered him at all. He's 8 years old now, and all my furniture is saved. So he did talk to his cat, and his cat said, didn't bother me at all.
It's just like when you get a baby's ears pierced. They don't remember it.
Right. I got no comments other than that of people saying anything positive about declawing. So we kind of ruled that out as even an option. Just saying, just level with your girl and be like, hey, if the furniture gets torn up, you'll replace it, right?
A lot of cat talk today. We talked big cats. We talked these kind of cats.
Catty day. Catty day. You feeding your sister's cat?
Yeah, today's pretty much my last day of doing all that. So
Okay.
I'm out of cat.
Today's your last day to spill cat food all over your outfit?
It's been rough. I'll bring in a bunch of cat food tomorrow. I'll wear all white. Cat food's hard to open, y'all.
Yeah, Jan said, I agree with Jaybird. I do pet sitting, and whenever I open cat food, my hands smell like it, and I get it all over me.
I was running late, and I had a sales meeting, and I'm going, all right, just be as careful as you can. Do not get any cat food. Oh, shit. And the whole thing is my sister could see her security camera, me getting all mad. She texts me, why are you so mad right now?
Oh, she's watching you? How embarrassing.
I'm getting watched.
Got a comment here about the Yuka app that you introduced to me, Virginia, that you scan your labels for anything that you're going to put in you or on you. And it, for the most part, will give you a reading about whether the product is good or bad based on caloric intakes and also chemicals and additives that are going into the product.
Please don't ruin the Yuka app because I really love it.
This email says the Yuka app is about as bad as any dumb TikTok content that Virginia brings in.
Damn it.
It flags any and all vitamins or minerals as additives without consideration of dose or application. Like I said, it made me think it because it gave my emergency that I've been using since the pandemic a 0 out of 100. All red bad is what it said. It also conveniently offers suggestions for different foods that you can buy instead. Most food scientists and anyone with a basic understanding of chemistry can tell you that too much of anything can be toxic, including water. Do butter.
Wow. So that's a horseshit app.
I don't know. I don't think it's totally horseshit because it's got me delving into specifics, which I never did before. I do want to know what the additives are in my foods, and I want to know if they're hazardous. Like, I want to know what stuff is in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've been a consumer with my head in the sand. I've just been buying all this crap at the grocery store and just lathering on all these lotions and soaps and creams and not looking at any of the ingredients.
I don't want to know. Don't tell me shit. I'm just going to go on feel and mood. And
I don't get mad about sugar and salt. Okay, I know my food has sugar and salt in it. I'm concerned about the additives, the chemicals, the hazardous things that we should avoid.
I'm a little psychotic, so sometimes too much information is a little too much information. Y'all get obsessed with that thing.
I know, and I have been. I have been scanning every damn thing in my house.
Ain't no way to live.
I was scanning stuff at this grocery store yesterday. It did change the way I bought stuff. I bought different chips. I bought different pasta based on what the app told me to do. I am so in it right now.
Oh, I'm so glad I live alone.
Yeah, the one that got me was the emergency. Oh man, is that too much? Does have some added sugar, about 6 grams per tablet.
I'm okay with the sugar. I'm not mad at the sugar.
Okay.
I mean, what happens if you eat a little sugar every now and then?
Thank you.
Get a fucking break like Humpty Dumpty?
I'm okay with the sugar. I'm not okay with the aspartame. I don't want that crap. But, sugar, God made sugar. It comes from a sugar cane.
Now, are you able to do that thing remember when you bought that self-tanner that you injected into your arms?
No, because it doesn't have a barcode.
That is even more alarming.
It has to have a barcode.
I am looking at another source here, though, and it does say we consider emergency to be unhealthy due to its inclusion of a number of questionable additive ingredients.
So this is well known throughout the medical community. If we had 5 doctors on here that go, you guys do not want to be drinking no emergency.
No, I don't know anything about it. I'm just started looking at it. It was that Yuka app that I just scanned it thinking it would be like, oh, you're so good for taking emergency. And I was like, whoa, it said just the exact opposite. I'm like, wait, what? And I couldn't believe it. And now I've gone to the second site that I've seen. I haven't had a site yet say, yeah, no, you should definitely take it every day like I was.
Oh, this app would annoy the shit out of me because everything I would do would be, oh, that's terrible. Oh, Hot Pockets. Yeah. Oh, it says death. Oh, cool. Oh, look at this. Yeah, who wants to live like that? Shit that, man.
Got Andres who said, Jaybird, you'll love this website. It's called hackthemenu.com. And on the website, you can pick a fast food restaurant and it will list the secret menu. You click the item and it will give a description and more. Enjoy the fast food journey, my friend.
The problem with all that is I've done that where I've gone and asked for secret items and then the person goes, what? Huh? And the ice machine's not working. They a lot of times don't know what the shit you're talking about.
I think, too, there could be circumstances where the employees are just not in the know.
Agreed. Or they don't give a crap.
It might be a thing, but you got to find, like, the one guy there that knows about it.
I've done it. I've asked for the secret items, and there's been many times where I drive away looking like a dumb fuck.
Well, you drove here looking like one, so.
Very true.
Drive away the same. They say Wendy's is going to be debuting a new triple berry frosty.
Ooh.
It's out now for the summer.
Tell us more.
That's all I got.
Blueberry, raspberry, and probably strawberry, right?
Strawberry, blueberry, raspberry.
As berry as you can get it.
Am I the only one that thinks raspberry is kind of a dick? It tastes good at first, and then you got all those seeds in there, and I don't know.
Strawberry's got seeds, too.
Not as dicky as the raspberry.
I can deal more with a raspberry seed than a strawberry seed.
I remember as a kid, my mom was going on the healthy kick, and I was a fat kid, so I loved milkshakes. And she was making those all-natural strawberry milkshakes, and it had those seeds in it. I was like, come on. And it just didn't have that kind of, didn't have the sweet to elevate you. I mean, it didn't get you like, oh, man.
Didn't have that
Wasn't
punch.
like a drug.
Yeah, exactly.
When does this berry frosty start?
Now. It's out now.
We can go today.
You're right.
can.
There's certain things it just tastes so much better because it does have those terrible additives you speak of from your app. And when people try to tell me, and they still will send me messages, Bert, I'm telling you, this Halo flavor of ice cream is better than regular ice cream. Shit, that. It's just not true. Halo is not better than regular ice cream.
Not buying it. Not going to buy it. Tanya Panchita said, I was thinking of Denny's baby Lachlan because he's learning how to eat food. And what Jen and you do, you should season and cook your food and turn it into baby food with very teeny small chunks because he doesn't have all of his teeth right now for proper chewing. And when he gets older, then you teach him how to use his teeth. Right now, he's too small to eat anything adult size. Baby's favorites are bite-sized mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, anything soft, and teething cookies and biscottis. The teething cookie, when he gets a few months older, it helps cut the gums, and it teaches them to bite and to chew. And when his molars are coming in, I can send another email. Best wishes, Panchita.
Oh, she's so
We
sweet.
love Panchita.
Teaching the baby to chew and to eat. It's a very important thing.
She's a very kind human.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They say also in the food game, the hottest trend right now is called swicy.
Swicy?
Yes. It's a combination of sweet and spicy, and TikTok says they created it.
All right. Kevin, I can't.
Spicy.
Thanks to us here, you have what's called swicy.
They invented the
Yes.
sweet and salty?
No, sweet and
Sweet and
spicy.
spicy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck TikTok.
You're salty.
I
Yes.
am towards TikTok a
Yes.
little bit, yes.
No one ever before put sweet and spicy together.
Oh my gosh.
Until TikTok came along.
TikTok is brilliant.
There is, I will say, there's some good sweet and spicy stuff out there because you would think I stay away from the spice. There's enough things out there that they would appear to be spicy. It just got a little kick, nothing too bad.
Like a jalapeno pepper jelly.
There's more, yeah. There's
I like
stuff
that.
like that that's better than I would ever give it credit for.
You put like some jalapeno pepper jelly on top of little nuggets of cream cheese on top of a cracker, and that is delicious.
Oh, TikTok invented cream cheese on cracker. You knew that, right?
Vicky said, I'm going to be visiting Chicago in July, and I was hoping to find some fun bar places downtown. I know this is specific, but if you know of any 70s type of bars, that would be great.
Oh, 70s.
70s type of bars?
Okay.
Like a hippie bar? Flower child?
Is that one bar too bizarre? Is that still around?
That was a restaurant, but I loved it because it was all like different stuff.
You could get drinks there, though.
Yeah, you could.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know that Too Bizarre. I think it's gone. It was a nice place.
How bizarre.
Yeah, it's the first place Queen and I went on a date.
Oh.
Look at
It was
that.
the one in Lake Worth. Absolutely.
And I think there was one back in Jupiter, and me and my friends would go there, and we get hammered like St. Patty's Day up there. But it was a classy place. You had to bring some class.
Yes. Yeah, as far as going to Chicago, she's trying to look for the map that I had. They're on the website somewhere. I don't know where. I have to ask Denny's exactly where that might possibly be. If you're looking for a 70s style, the only thing that I know of, it's actually a gay bar. It's got a little bit of that kind of vibe. They do play some 70s, 80s stuff. It's called Sidetrack. I think it's the biggest gay bar in America.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and it's not too far from Wrigleyville. So if you're kind of in that area, you can go and check it out. They're always showing gay movies or scenes from gay movies, and a lot of the people sitting at the bar are acting out the scenes. So it's
That's
kind of a cool little place.
fun.
Yeah, and it's one of those places that it was a bunch of, maybe a school or something like that. So you walk all different places, and there's different rooms and vibes in each room.
Huh.
Yeah.
70s bar would be fun.
I agree.
Yeah, so Sidetrack might be a place to check out. And then, yeah, if you're just kind of going to Chicago, there is a nice little track that I have. It's right down by where the river is, and then you can kind of take a little trek, and there's rooftop bars and all that kind of stuff. I'll see if we can find that if people are going to be taking trips for the summertime.
But how far is downtown from Wrigleyville?
You'll want to take a train. It's not too far, but you need to take a train or a cab. Cab-wise, I think it's
Or
about
an Uber?
Yeah, cab, Uber, whatever you do. It's probably take you about 20 minutes.
Okay.
25 tops, but I'm not positive. That's really fucked up.
I've never been sober in Chicago.
No.
Stop asking me questions.
Neither have I.
Don't ever plan on it.
Yeah, I really haven't, so that's part of the problem. But yeah, I've got a Chicago map, and you can go on there, and the cool thing is you can check it out. We'll show you all the great bars. There's a lot of awesome rooftop bars around that area, and there's a nice little path where you can just get out, walk maybe 2-3 doors, and you're at another bar. Keep on going.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's a way to do it. So if you're going to be taking any little trips this summertime, that'd be a good thing to do. All right, any other emails you ever want to get a hold of us, you can mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. Try to answer anything we got. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.